back in the wild again. And I felt right at home where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again, just like it happened so.
Before I show you the goodies. We are a mile in the hills and dales of Hillsdale. We had to drive a mile and a half through picked bean fields, turned corners, fence rows, up huge hills, down a hill. We parked up here because we found a home site clear back on this hill. And now the beans aren't picked, but look at the spacing we have. And the farmer is good with it. And so my first pass, second dig. Okay, Brandon, we are ready. This is what I dug out of there. I don't know what it is. It looks big, it looks copper. So let's have a see. That can't, oh.
Two center.
Two center.
Awesome.
Sweet. Let's clean it.
Perfect.
Look at that. 1864.
Beautiful.
She didn't know what kind of signal she wanted to give me.
All right, dude.
It was a guessing game. Thanks, Brandon. All right, the 2 center was right there. I'm 3 feet away from where the 2 center was. Awesome. I'll let you guys hear this. I'm thinking it's largy numbers. 89, 90, 92, 85, one way. 86, 90, 85, 87 the other. That's got to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but I'm hoping it is. No kidding, we drove and drove and drove through picked bean fields to get back here. It's one of those home sites you see on those maps that are clear out in the middle of nowhere. And me and Brandon the last few years have really been drawn to them for some reason. Hey, that looks like in the plug, that looks like the mark. And the mark I see is not a largie.
It's bigger?
No. You remember last fall when I kept telling you why the hell are those Gleason tokens giving me such loud tones? Do you remember that at all?
Well, let's see what you
See that?
That does look like the mark.
Yep. Get the grounds.
Is it out?
I don't know. I don't think it's very deep though.
Oh, I see it.
Ooh! It's right there!
Oh.
It is. It's gotta be a Gleason. They're the only ones that do that to me.
Nope.
What is it?
It's something. But it's not a Gleason. Look at the front of that.
Oh, I've dug that before. He's got a big old ugly mug.
Yeah, it's a token.
Yes, it is. It's a token. Why do those tokens do that to me?
May I?
Absolutely. I dug that.
Just want to see the store card on the back.
What's it say? It says something funny.
Well, this side says Grocer, Jackson, Michigan. That's cool, dude.
Can you read the front? That ugly mug it's got a funny saying
Came
on
out
it.
pretty clean.
Good.
It's made of a good composition. I don't know. It says something like
It's got a funny saying on it.
"Good for you" or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cool, dude. Awesome.
Thank you.
Right there, huh?
Yeah, right there was the 2 center.
Awesome.
I bet you the front door was right here. What do you think?
Yeah, right. No
So
problem,
so from here down to that corner needs to be hammered.
Wow. Good job.
Thank you. It's got a funny saying on it, and it's got a guy's face. Yeah, there's the face. I don't know. I'll clean it up and come back. Later, guys. I'm just sitting here. I just dug this. He went up the bottom feed. He asked my permission, of course. I said, oh, fuck yeah. Excuse me. Heck yes. I just dug 2 coins. I said, all right. I'm sitting here on standby. It was a nickel tone. He just said.
Right there, you dug yours. Show 'em.
Yep. 2 cent piece. Store card Civil War token. Nickel.
Shield nickel.
Shield nickel, you got one! Awesome! I knew that sounded like a nickel tone.
Hot damn diggity.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got stars and rays.
Oh, is that good?
Look in the viewfinder.
Oh, I see them.
See the rays in between the stars?
That's cool.
They only made them for 2 years. These are the ones that
good.
people want.
Awesome, dude.
JD dug one yesterday for his first.
Oh, that was one JD dug yesterday? Awesome.
This ain't your first shield nickel, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Awesome. Good
Sweet.
job, Brandon.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Okay, had another penny tone, and it was green. I seen it. It's so funny because I seen this green thing flying through the air, and then my dirt covered it. And that's when I told Brandon, I said, I see green. So thank goodness I took my pinpointer right over where I thought I saw it, and I was right. Oh, I think it's a fatty. That follows the scheme. Yes, it is.
Is it a flying eagle?
Nope, it's a Indian.
Awesome.
I'd like to get a date. Can't get a date yet. Cool beans. All right, guys. Well, we left the last location. It was a real small ground zero. We can consider ourselves lucky. Even though it was in a cool place, we can consider ourselves lucky that we found the coinage that we did. And I'm very happy with it. But after driving around a couple hours, we finally found a picked beans, untouched home site. Ground zero was real evident on this crown. We just got started, not just a couple minutes ago, and I have just dug a suspender clip. So we are in the right location. All right, guys, later. I almost dug, but what I was listening to didn't even need dug. Take my glove off. Might be a necklace piece or a bracelet piece, kind of ornate. Maybe it was a ring. I don't know. It's cool. All right, guys, later. This is probably my 6th nickel tone coming down this little hill. Disappointed with every one of them, except for that one. That looks like a thimble. Pretty smushed. And it looks like it's only half a thimble. Unless they made them that short. I'm starting to think they made some short without the tops on them. My silver one I dug a couple weeks ago didn't have a top. So maybe that was a design. They didn't always make them a, solid. Cool beans. All right, guys, later. I heard bell. We love to find them old bells. It's not a crotal bell. It's like a small school bell. Yeah. Oh, it's complete. Oh, it's cool.
On one side, but...
Okay, well, mine was like flat.
That's got
Put that right in the palm of your hand.
There she is. Pretty cool.
That is so cool. I love seeing those.
Yep. Very nice.
Cool beans, bro.
Cool beans.
What you got? Oh, it's an unspent round.
Old.
Hell yeah, I found one of them the other day. Oh, but
it's
it wasn't
like a
old.
homemade, like...
Well, it's either that or been tumbling around in this field for 100 years.
Pretty cool.
Scratch the top of it off. No, the other end.
Oh, that's
See
fine.
if there's any numbers or anything to tell what it might be.
Oh yeah, it does have some numbers on it. Or letters.
A live round. Looks like a 9mm.
Yeah, it does. I don't know.
Huh.
Cool.
Well, that's cool, dude.
Not bad.
Well, we've got the crown about picked over. And I was back there by Brandon a minute ago, hunting drag. Just about ready to call it. And I figured I'd come up right here. And I had a terrible, terrible tone. I couldn't believe it. It was like a low Indian head penny one way, and I had 31 foil, even below foil the other direction. I just getting bored. Well, I'm glad I dug it. Croto bell. Completely intact. I've been knocking the croto bells. I've been seeing a lot of croto bells dug this weekend. I dug 2 now on a monster. JD dug 1. And I think, I see Jerbob's here. I think one of them, they hunted yesterday. Me and JD hunted yesterday, and them 2 went yesterday. And I think one of them got one. Nice. I always like to see them, just like toe taps. Cool beans. All right, guys. He's just said he dug a very unique button. Did that silver on it give it a high tone? It was, oh, they canceled each other out and made a mid. I can't get over how terrible that croto bell sounded, man. Oh, she's pretty.
It's like a little bit of silver on there.
Yep.
In the back,
Oh,
you can tell it's got a
shankage. Used to.
Yeah, and then this part is actually, it's a 2-piece.
2-piece, yeah.
But the silver's on the front. Pretty cool.
Ooh, lost focus. Nice. Thank you. Cool beans.
Cool
We'll
beans.
take them all day, won't we?
That's pretty cool.
All right, guys.
Jerry's here.
Yes, Jerry's here. Looks like he's getting his stuff out, too. Okay, later. Down there bullshitting with Jerry Bob, and Brandon's up here bottom feeding. He says, "Get your camera!" Did we finally get a coin?
You're going to be real angry.
No, I'm not. I just want a coin on camera. No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. You turd burglar. And I'm videoing. That's Brandon. A little squeaker tone. Looks like it's a parasol glide. Those are always cool to find. Well, part of one, just the part where the umbrella spokes rest when it's closed. They'll take it. Cool beans. Oh, that sun went under. That feels good. Kind of warm today. Loving it though. It's not hot, just warm. Working on my tan on my bald head. Alright guys, later. That was loud. Right on the surface. That's neat. Later. Alright, we're going to do a wrap up. Had a hell of a good day.
Check out this picture.
We'll start over here on Brandon's end. You got a bunch of farm iron washer. I'm sure that's part of a big old dinner bell, and that might be parts of it. I think I found a part of it too. I'm not sure what this is. That's a spoon bowl, lantern part, oil lamp part, copper strapping. Here's a bell he dug, which is cool, and here's the top of another one, and I think I found chunks of this one too. This morning he got a beautiful 5-cent nickel. It's a shield nickel, and it's got the rays and the stars. They only made that for 2 years, 1866 and 67. And the front of them are gorgeous when they're cleaned up. They have a beautiful shield on it. Looks like he found an old button. That's kind of cool. Got some gills still on it. Little tiny button. Rimfire, old rimfire, maybe 44 caliber. Unshot, old. Possibly 9mm or something close to that. If it's real old, it might not be. This was part of a bridle. Maybe the bit attached to it or something. I'm not sure about those. Nice big old buckle. Maybe bottom of a saddle. Spoon bowl, harmonica reed, keg tap, which I thought was cool. And this is nothing special. It's just a hinge, but look what kind of nails are in it. That makes it really cool. That's old. Then we got my stuff. I got a harmonica reed. I got a piece of an oil lamp. 2 doorknob escutcheons. Crotal bell. This might have been the top of his dinner bell. Not sure. And I think, oh, that's part of an oil lamp too. I think this could have been a cowbell. It's copper, but it's got a pretty big gap in the seam, so I'm not sure. Got a spoon bowl. I got a parasol glide this morning. I got a 1861, I believe, because I never dug one. My first 1861 fatty. A 64 2-cent piece. Civil War Merchants token from Hudson, Michigan. I seen. No, Jackson. And there is 1861 on it, I believe. Little button, another little button. I think actually that's not a shotgun or a rifle casing. I think it's just gas line, copper gas line. I don't know what this is. It's cool and it sounded good. It's bent funny. I thought it was a utensil handle at first, but I don't know. And here's a part of your other bell. I found 2 pieces of your 2 bells today. I found a thimble, suspender clips, 2 of them. And Jer Bob showed up just not very long before we left, and he did pretty good for the amount of time he was here. This is solid, heavy copper, and it's threaded. And I'm not sure what that was. It reminds me of a shifter, but this cutoff piece says it's not that. And this looks like a part of an oil lamp. And this looks like it could have been part of a horse and carriage brake. Those things had a brake on them that was wood, but on the tip of them was a copper tip. And you could always tell because there's a wear mark where it made contact with the wheel going used as the brake. It looks like part of one. That is a very old shotgun head stamp. Yeah, I think that's part of an oil lamp too. And yep, that is part of an oil lamp. There's where the twister thing is to get the wick up. What a day, Brandon.
What a day. Nice bell here, man.
I know it. That's 2 in the last, or 1 in each last 2 days.
Very nice.
Happy. And there's my scrap. Junk. We dig it all. We dig a lot. But, all right, guys. Give me your shield nickel. Put your shield nickel next to my 2-cent piece, will you please, when you're done?
This is very special.
What is?
The Civil War token you have.
I've dug one like it before.
But it's got the guy they named Jackson after on it.
What?
Jackson.
He owned that mercantile? Is that the name of the mercantile? Jackson something?
That's the name, though.
It's not where it was from?
Here, put some water on that. No, it says W. Jackson at the top. Jackson.
Ah. And they named the city of Jackson after him.
I'm pretty sure that last name, at least. Grocer.
And I was right. Does it say 61 or 64?
64.
Okay.
It's cool. W. Jackson. Grocer.
Brandon's my token specialist.
Jackson something here. Jackson something, and then
Grocer and
Jacks, and then I can't read it out, but that's cool, dude.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
You like my token?
I really like it.
Okay, get your nickel out and put it next to my, put it right there. Okay. I want to close with a close up. All right, guys. We will see you next time.